I once spent a small fortune on fancy fertilizer, convinced it held the secret to prize-winning pumpkins. I meticulously followed every instruction on the package, hoping to see my garden flourish like never before. Turns out my neighbour's scraggly vegetable patch, nourished only by kitchen scraps, yielded a whopper that took home the blue ribbon. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the size of that pumpkin. It was a humbling experience, to say the least. I realized that perhaps I had been overcomplicating things all along. That's when I discovered the magic of homemade fertilizer. I started researching and experimenting with different combinations of kitchen scraps, yard waste, and other natural ingredients. It's kind to your wallet, kind to the environment, and as my neighbor proved, surprisingly effective. Not only did I save money, but I also felt good knowing I was reducing waste and helping the planet. Plus, there's a certain satisfaction in transforming everyday items into plant-boosting elixirs. It's like turning trash into treasure, and the results speak for themselves. Ready to give it a go? Imagine the joy of seeing your plants thrive, knowing you played a direct role in their growth. Let's dive into the wonderful world of DIY plant food. We'll explore various recipes, tips and tricks to help you create your own effective and eco-friendly fertilizers. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, there's something incredibly rewarding about nurturing your plants with homemade solutions. So grab your kitchen scraps, yard clippings, and let's get started on this green journey together. Your garden will thank you, and who knows, you might just grow the next prize-winning pumpkin. Bananas. They fuel our mornings, and as it turns out, our gardens too. These potassium-rich peels are a gardener's secret weapon, especially for flowering and fruiting plants. Here's the drill: chop those peels into small pieces, think bite-sized for worms, and bury them a few inches deep in the soil around your plants. The peels decompose, releasing potassium and other vital nutrients directly to the roots. Your plants will be singing your praises, or at least looking extra perky. Don't toss those eggshells. They're like calcium supplements for your plants, promoting strong cell walls and preventing blossom end rot in tomatoes. Simply rinse and dry your eggshells, then crush them into a fine powder. A food processor works wonders. Sprinkle this calcium-rich dust around your plants, especially those that love alkaline soil, like tomatoes, peppers, and roses. Think of it as building strong bones, but for your leafy friends. Wake up your garden with a jolt of Java. Used coffee grounds are a fantastic source of nitrogen, which fuels leafy growth. Just sprinkle a thin layer of cooled coffee grounds onto the soil around your plants and gently work it in. Avoid using too much, as coffee grounds can make the soil acidic. Remember, moderation is key, even in the garden. Section 5. Grass clippings. Nitrogen nirvana for lush growth. Grass clippings, more like green gold. They're teeming with nitrogen, making them a lawn's best friend. After mowing, sprinkle a thin layer of grass clippings over your lawn as a natural fertilizer. Avoid using clippings from lawns treated with herbicides or pesticides. And remember, a little goes a long way. You don't want to end up with a soggy, smelly mess. Section 6. Weed tea, turning foes into fertilizer. Weeds, the bane of every gardener's existence. They pop up uninvited, stealing nutrients and space from your precious plants. But what if I told you could turn these pesky invaders into plant food? Yes. Those same weeds that you tirelessly pull out can actually be transformed into a nutrient-rich fertilizer. Simply fill a bucket with weeds, avoid those that have gone to seed, cover with water, and let nature do its magic. Place the bucket in a sunny spot and let it steep for a week or two. Stir the mixture occasionally to help release the nutrients from the weeds into the water. After the steeping period, you'll have a concoction known as weed tea. This dark, nutrient-rich liquid is packed with the goodness your plants crave. Strain out the solids to get a clear liquid. Before using it, make sure to dilute the weed tea with water. A good ratio is 1 part weed tea to 10 parts water. This ensures that the nutrient concentration is just right for your plants. Water your plants with this diluted tea and watch them thrive. It's like turning lemons into lemonade, but for your garden. Not only are you recycling those unwanted weeds, but you're also giving your plants a natural boost. This method is not only eco-friendly, but also cost-effective. Instead of spending money on commercial fertilizers, you can create your own using materials you already have. Plus, it's a great way to reduce waste and make the most out of what nature provides. So next time you find yourself battling weeds, remember that they can be more than just a nuisance. With a little effort, you can turn these garden foes into a powerful ally for your plants. Happy gardening! Section 7. Wood ash, a potash punch for vibrant blooms. Got a fireplace or wood stove? Don't throw away those ashes. Wood ash is a fantastic source of potash, which promotes flowering and fruiting. Before using wood ash, let it cool completely. Then sprinkle a small amount around the base of your plants, being careful not to overdo it. Wood ash can raise the pH of the soil, so it's best to use it sparingly, especially in areas with alkaline soil. Section 8. The balancing act, combining your concoctions. Mixing and matching your homemade fertilizers can be a bit like concocting a magic potion. The key is to provide a balanced diet for your plants. Think of nitrogen as the fuel for leafy growth, phosphorus for strong roots and blooming, and potassium for overall plant health and disease resistance. By combining different types of homemade fertilizers, you can create a custom blend for your garden's needs. Section 9. Application is everything feeding your garden. Just like us, plants have different appetites. Seedlings need a gentle touch, while established plants can handle a more robust feeding schedule. For most homemade fertilizers, it's best to apply them sparingly every few weeks during the growing season. Always water your plants thoroughly after feeding them to help distribute the nutrients and prevent root burn. And remember, observation is key. Pay attention to how your plants respond to different fertilizers and adjust your approach accordingly. Section 10. Troubleshooting, when good intentions go wrong. Even with the best intentions, things can sometimes go awry in the garden. Over-fertilizing is a common mistake, leading to leggy growth, leaf burn, and even plant death. If you suspect you've been a bit heavy-handed with the fertilizer, don't panic. Flush the soil with plenty of water to dilute the nutrients. If the problem persists, you may need to repot the plant in fresh soil. Remember, it's better to err on the side of caution. Section 11. Green thumbs up. Happy gardening, there you have it. Welcome to the wonderful world of gardening, where every seed you plant is a step towards a greener, more sustainable future. You're well on your way to becoming a DIY fertilizer pro. By using kitchen scraps and other organic materials, you're not only reducing waste, but also enriching your soil with vital nutrients. Remember, gardening is a journey of experimentation and learning. Each seed you plant is a new opportunity to discover what works best in your unique environment. Don't be afraid to try new things, observe your plants, and take notes on their progress. This will help you understand their needs better and improve your gardening skills over time. Adjust your approach as needed. Different plants have different requirements, and learning to cater to each one will make your garden flourish. Whether it's adjusting your watering techniques or changing the type of fertilizer you use, flexibility is key, and most importantly, have fun. Gardening should be a joyful and relaxing activity. Take the time to enjoy the process and the beauty of your growing plants. After all, there's nothing quite like the satisfaction of nurturing a thriving garden with your own two hands and a little help from your kitchen scraps. The fresh vegetables you harvest will not only taste better, but will also be a testament to your hard work and dedication. Now go forth and grow something amazing. Whether you're planting flowers, vegetables, or herbs, each plant you grow contributes to a healthier environment and a more beautiful world. Happy gardening!